Samahle, Sanbonan Bafechi. Welcome back to Trends with me. Okay, B. Now, do you have some updates? Obviously, Jova Shilo, or as we've talked before, we would say the current co-coaches are not going anywhere anytime soon. But with the clear indication from sporting director, which is Kaizer Daung Jr., who said definitely if the results do not come, because they need to come quickly, and if they do not come, then something is going to happen. Now we've been linked with the coach Fernando de Cruz, um, despite not having had concrete proof in terms of Fernando de Cruz, because there's no way Fernando de Cruz would have landed at an airport and no one spot him. But I'm not saying it's not a possibility. It's a possibility. He might have used certain tactics, to make sure he comes to the country undetected, because already he knows how big this club is. And last time when he got here, already he was welcomed before he even got to Naturena, and we were here already. We knew what was happening, so might be the case. But anyways, going back to Ndabayabo coaches. So currently the co-coaches have finally responded in terms of them, because there's a lot of noise coming from not just the fans, but a lot of publications, a lot of journalists speaking in terms of Abajito. No, even analysts, to put it lightly, have been talking about the legends, also how the coaches currently, it feels like they're not doing their level best in terms of the current squad, because they feel like Kaizer just could do a lot more. But the co-coaches finally decided to respond to this. And then last but not least, we're going to be looking at just what Baxter, in terms of what he's saying or what he has exposed about Kaizer Chiefs currently, which some of you might not think it is happening, but some of us, we do. So let's start with the co-coaches. This is their response in terms of that.
I'm going to first do an evaluation of the 18 games that we have played. We have played 18 games since now. I'm first going to put the context. I'm going to go back to the last 2 seasons after 18 games. 23-24. After 80 games, 12 goals conceded with 7 losses. 23-24. They were at 25 points in 10th position. That's 23-24. 24-25. 24 goals conceded in 18 games and 8 losses. 9 position with 24 points. Today, 4 losses, 30 points. And in that situation, I'm gonna show you the stats for this season. Please, Marky. That's PSL, that's not me, that's not Kaizer Chief. Ball possession, 59.4. Mamelodi Sundowns is ahead of us. We are second. Accurate passes per game. We are second with 415 accurate passes every game. Total shots per game. We are first with an average of 15.5. Shots on target per game. An average of 5.2. We are first. Successful dribbles per game, 9.5 average. We are first before Golden Arrows. Accurate crosses per game, we are third with an average of 4.5. Clean sheets, we are second. That's stats of football. Those are stats of football.
Thank you, coach.
Well, guys, Nezizwele from Coach Cedric Kaze Ogoti. The stats do not lie. The stats do not lie. We are looking at the stats. To be honest with you, I'm sorry, guys, but I feel like those stats, Lawa Iswabonile, it's something that we can compare to last season, because even last season, we were doing exceptionally well. Unfortunately, we were conceding more. And looking at the current squad, we can definitely agree. There's one thing that we can agree on. currently we have a better squad than we did last season. Let's be honest about that. Last season we didn't have Flavio da Silva. Last season we were not playing Edin McCarthy. Last season we had a different kind of squad than what we have today. But anyways, according to the co-coaches, last season Begunjalo, and then last season it was like that, and then this season it's like this. But I'm not saying anything. I'm not gonna bash the coaches, guys, and say in Alokiana. I don't know what is going to happen, but we are just hoping for a good display of football, better result. The last two games that we played are not convincing. Things looks like they're taking a dip for a bad turn. I'm not blaming the coaches, but it is something that is out there, and I'm just putting it out. And then also going to in the Bayama stats, we can't be looking at the stats currently and say like it looks like the season is done. And also furthermore, there's still a lot more games that need to be played. We don't know whether those games we are going to win or not. That is something that we need to keep in mind. But with what we've been seeing, it doesn't look like we are going to win. Hence the frustration coming from the fans. So that's something that the coaches need to understand. Also, another thing I feel like the coaches are not aware of. We can play those remaining games and not win, and we can get stuck at 30 points throughout until it's your Pele season. That is something that the coaches need to look at. But it looks like they're not aware of that situation. It's like John Bashir, there was one coach who said it's not about dreams. One, Ernest Middendorp said it's not about dreams or in it's about the reality. And a lot of KZG supporters are looking at the reality of things. Now, moving on to Coach Stuart Baxter, obviously. Now, he's a former KZG Chiefs coach. He won good things. I think 2 times PSL, and then the trophy, 2 trophies, one MTN, and then the other one I forgot what it was. But then definitely I feel like this was the time, this was the last time actually Kaizer Chiefs was great. 2014 to 2015 season, this man was in charge. Now, speaking about Stuart Baxter, he has exposed some things that some of us believe is true and some do not believe it's true. So this is what he's saying. He says, if Kaizer Chiefs wants to learn anything from the whole Baxter saga, the first time the roles were clear, the coach was allowed to do his job. We had a clear identity and it was a successful period. The second time, roles were played, egos were involved, and it's likely been the same story since. I came in the second time and it was very unclear. I was getting told which players to buy, who to select, and even who to set up tactically. It was as if I was expected to follow a script written by others. That atmosphere was entirely different from the first time, and it made it impossible to build a winning culture. Gushen Stuart Baxter. Now, I'm not going to go deeper into everything else that he has said, but looking at this alone, this is something that we've been saying. And thank you, Coach Stuart Baxter, for confirming this saga. You would definitely, Case just wants to control everything. They are not leaving football decisions to the coaches. This is why you can sign the best of the best coach, bring them to National, but nothing is going to change. Why? Because it looks like you need to follow a certain scripture that has been written for you. Hence, Case just got rid of Coach Nazarene Nabi because they wanted him to follow a scripture. He did not want. They wanted him to sign players based off what they think are the right players for the team, not what Coach Nabi was trying to bring. They said when we signed Coach Nazarene Nabi, we want to bring in the clear identity that we need so that we can be able to build from that. But it looks like it's not happening. Hence, the story from Stuart Baxter. We are sure now. Remember, Stuart Baxter had that first season, and then the second time, actually, season, the second time he was brought in, hence, things did not go very well. Hence, he decided to leave Naya or Mamtoshid or whatever the case may have been. But I'm happy Stuart Baxter has confirmed what we've been waiting for all along. Current Kaizer Chiefs wants to control everything. Hence, we are not dominating. They want to be in charge, not leaving football fields or football things to football brains. They want to do everything themselves. Hence, what we are seeing today. Guys, I feel like this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, and also share this video to a lot of Kaizer supporters so that they can see definitely what we've been talking about. It is true, and I'm happy Stuart Baxter has confirmed it. Hence, we see the current co-coaches that are currently there. They're not going anywhere. Why? Kaizer Chiefs has control over them. That is one thing they like. You understand? So, I don't know. You let me know what you think down in the comment section below. With it on Bona later on with something new. Peace.